More thoughts with a parrot on my shoulder and a keyboard in front of me. Does anybody out there not have words in their head? I looked it up. Apparently, actually, I didn't look it up. I stumbled upon this information. I looked it up to verify it later. But apparently, somewhere in the vicinity of 25% of the people don't think in words, which blows the minds of people who do think in words, like who have a voice in their head, you know. But it blows my mind to think that somebody's got a voice up there talking all the time. That would drive me nuts. So maybe, I don't know, I wonder if it's more conducive to certain types of artists or artistic thinking, or what. I wonder if it's related to trauma, or if it's just genetic luck of the draw. But it is interesting. It causes or helps or creates a lot of different opportunities and thought patterns with me that I don't necessarily see with other people. Like math is easy for me until you get a little bit past algebra. I mean, it's super easy for me. Like, I can feel what the numbers should end up being in an equation. I'm just able to break it apart and see it, and and it happens quick. It's like a puzzle that's broken apart and put back together, and it all fits, right? But then once you get above that, where you're writing theorems and postulates, all the language stuff just kind of, I don't know, it seems like it's too obvious. Like, aren't there like theorems where you say, well, A equals B because A equals B? I don't know if that's a thing. I probably got a D in that class. Anyway, I have a very mathematical mind. I have a very artistic mind, but I have a very emotional mind too. And the only time I ever think in words is when I'm trying to imagine what I'm going to say to someone, which, as someone who has suffered from anxiety his entire life, or his entire adult life until fairly recently, I should tell you that I would spend a lot of time when I'm in uncomfortable new situations, or in a new organization of my life, or dealing with new people, or worrying about how people think of me. I used to spend inordinate amount of times, like driving in the car, having out loud conversations with people who weren't there, because no words in my head. So I guess it's because everything I think in words comes out my mouth, which makes it good for talking into a phone and putting it on the internet. This guy, wonder what he thinks in. Does he think about words at all? My guess is that he also is like me in that he doesn't think in language, because his language is not particularly, he doesn't think in words anyway. I wonder if he thinks in his head. I wonder if he's got bird voices in his head, whistles and tweets and little grunts and chirps and trills and all that, and they mean something to him. Like if R2-D2 was dreaming, what would R2-D2 dream of? All those whistles and or maybe he doesn't think in language at all. Maybe he, like me, thinks in images and episodic memory and facial recognition and all types of things like that, and drives, instincts. I wonder if because I think in fewer words, or I don't think in words except for when I'm thinking about what words to use, I wonder if that means I'm more of an instinctual creature. I don't know. I would love to find out if you guys have any opinions on any of this. We can Google it all, right? We can ask AI about all of it, but I'd really rather just have the conversation. So if any of this makes you want to chat me back. All right. This is called Words and Music, so. Does that qualify as music? I don't think so. I don't think that does either. I'm not doing good right now. I'm not doing good. I'm not thinking in music, apparently. But I've been stuck in the key of C today. All the white keys. So maybe I'll go up to all the black keys and. There, that was music, and I gave you some words.